Hello everybody, Ryan the Almighty here. Welcome back to episode 16 on my Let's Play of Sky Factory. Now, it's been a week since I actually put a video out. I had some internet issues, unfortunately, but I am back, ready to continue on with my lovely journey. So let me grab these trees and that. There we go. Replant them down. Of course, all the... Oopsies. Get used to the keys. Why is my vein miner not working? Oh, it just doesn't seem to work for forest trees. Does it work on this? No. Oh, what a shame. What a mighty old shame. But yeah, last episode we basically did our infrastructure up and we basically did everything that we need to make sure we have power for everything for the future to come. Did we miss out on one sapling? Ugh. What a pain. But yeah, I mean, we upgraded to redstone energy cells and conduits, which was a massive, massive pain and drain on resources. We lost a whole bunch of redstone, unfortunately. The barrel just fell into the void, but 174 redstone. And we have it coming in pretty much all the time, so that's not really an issue. Let's do the first thing. That's no loot bags. How many golden swords do we have? Oh, let's just search for sword. Woo! 79 golden swords. Look at that. Now, if we grab... Is it over here? Yes. If we grab a Darkcraft force rod with golden swords, shift click, it's going to turn all the golden swords into gold, which is nice. But of course, the force rod has run out of force, so we need to fill it up with force gems by pressing F. And we can do that, and we're good to go. Pop that back in, and we can get more gold. Now, okay, that did all the enchanted ones. I'm not too fussed about losing enchantments. I mean, if I was that bothered about it, I would simply take the enchantments off with a anvil and put them onto books, but to be honest, I'm not that fussed about it. It's not really something that I need to do. Not sure if I showed these all being automated last episode or not, but these are all automated, you know, getting in the pink wool slabs. Pink wool slabs are not automated yet, but, you know, that's what we're going to do this episode. We're going to get the ME molecular assembler, and we're going to start auto-crafting things, which is going to be good, and it is... now, I need to remember to not die, because we have a few things on here that we need to do. We have to auto-craft 64K storage drives. We have to auto-craft octuple compressed cobblestone, which is difficult. So there are a couple things that we need to do on the thing. Open 64 lucky blocks. I have no way to tell if I've... Oh yeah, that's right. Because I made 64 droppers. So once these droppers are gone, we know we've opened 64. But I like leaving that to the end of the episode. That way it's kind of fun. The ender generators are doing a damn good job. I mean, they're filled up with 20 hours worth of power. And they're never going to go down past like 19 hours. They're just going to keep filling up with ender pearls. And I still have 1,000 ender pearls. It's ridiculous. I mean, I can even get more right now. Like I said, I could have put Eye of Enders in to get more time, but considering how much ender pearls we actually have, I'm not even fussed about it, to be honest. But yeah, oh, let's go back down here. It's much easier. So we're gonna need can't even speak, an AE molecular assembler. Now I have that written down here, what I actually need. Lovely handy from my, when I made it in my Utopia Cubed server series. So if we go at applied energistics, someone told me I don't need to write at mod dot first. So I'm going to try and remember that. It's an old habit that I'm still trying to stop because it saves 4 key types and saves wear and tear on my keyboard, I suppose, but that's not really an issue. It's a good keyboard. So we need 32 of the walls. Molecular assembler, ME assembler containment wall. Man. So we're going to need 32 of these. I would shift click, but I don't want to make too many. We should have the resources to do this right off the bat. Just wish there was a way to get half a stack. I don't know if there is. It's only shift click to get a stack, so. Then we need 24 heat vents. Might not have enough cable for that. May need to make some more. Or we have enough. No, we run out of iron bars, which is not really a big deal. So we need 2 more. There we go, 24. 4 CPUs, which we're going to need 4 of these lovely little diamond things. What was that on the bottom? Silicon. Okay. How are we on this dust? Oh, we have tons. Let's just cook up a stack of this dust. Put it in our lovely force furnace of speed. How are we in ores in here? Yeah, there is still such a backlog of ores to be done. My goodness. That is ridiculous. All this gold powder. I may as well cook that up afterwards. And we should be good to go after this. There we go. We shouldn't have to worry about making more silicon again for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I'm going to cook it in alloy smelter. Does that work? Can I put this in furnace? Can I put 1 in each? That would be great if it did it that way. Ooh, looks like it is. Yeah, someone told me that you can use this as 3 slots, although it still takes the time of 3 slots, so it's not really that good. But I suppose it saves having to... Well, actually no, it doesn't really save anything, but that's alright. So back to the crafting CPUs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need 4 pattern providers. Not a pattern encoder. Although we do need a pattern encoder. Although I swear I had one of those. No. I think I'm thinking of my Utopia server. So crafting table. Oh, I used force logs. That shouldn't be a thing. Pattern encoder, conversion matrix. Please make me one of those. And pattern encoder. This is what's going to make the patterns. For that we need blank patterns, which look like that, but aren't. There they are. So I'm just going to make 48 of those, apparently. That's all we had this stuff for. So then, we just need the 4 pattern providers, if I can actually find them. I could type it in. I could, but there it is, pattern provider. Ooh. Could need 4 more of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it cooks 3 at a time anyway. That's alright. So how are these guys going? Good. I put a bunch of 4 shears in there so that they should be okay for now. Yeah, they're going to last for a while. Let's actually look up how much we actually have. Woo! Almost 3,000 bacon. 2,000 wool. Almost 3,000 feathers and eggs. We have a ton of rotten flesh from the mob farm. It's ridiculous. Look how much gold nuggets we have. My gosh. Let's see how much gold. Oh, wow, that doesn't actually make that much. I suppose it's better than nothing, considering our gold farm is not completely set up yet. It's still got a bit more breeding to go before it actually gets a decent amount. So pattern providers. Oh, we're going to need 8 of these. I hope I have the basic processors for it. Well, apparently I'm missing fluix dust. Let's just, ooh, seems like I am running out of certain things. Alright, so crafting table, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still missing these. We're going to need 8 of these. What's that at the bottom we're missing? If that's a Certus, ooh, Certus quartz. How are we going to get that? I don't think there's a way to get it with magic crops, which is... Actually, no. What am I talking about? Of course there is. I put the plants down, but we don't have much. Yeah, only 4. I don't really have a grinder. If I had a... what's it called? I wonder if it goes in here. No. That's a little bit of a shame. I don't have a pulverizer in order to do it, so that's only going to give us 4. Which... are you kidding? I have to do it in this thing. Which only gives us the 4, but for now, that's going to have to do, actually. Should I just make a pulverizer? Yeah, I think that'll be for the best. Gonna probably need it in the end anyway, because that's how I'm gonna end up automating my well, that's how I'm gonna replace this stuff here, the sifting of stuff, because you can use pulverizers instead. It's a much more efficient process. Just requires getting set up with power in that first. Where can we put this thing? It's kind of not in the best position, but let's just put it there. I don't think that causes any issues. Let's turn all the outputs off. And simply just chuck the Certus quartz ore. See how much that actually gives me. 2. Well, I kind of expected more than 2, but that's fine. We can grab... ooh. That's alright. We can make Nether quartz with that pattern of Nether essence. And I can grab, let's say, half a stack, chuck it in my force freezer, and that's going to freeze it into... why is there so much... oh, that's not been hooked up. Oh, that's an issue. I need to hook that back up with a import bus. Alright, so let's head down here, hook this up. There we go. And move stacks of items just so it's quick. Alright, so that should be good now. If I can grab access to this force furnace, we chuck the Nether quartz in there. They're going to freeze into... where'd it go? Oh, it went in there. Into lovely Certus quartz. So we shouldn't have an issue with that. Although we are running a little bit low. Hopefully the Nether crops farm will grow quickly. Alright, so let's get back into the crafting CPU. For anyone who's already seen making these, I'm sorry. Is it the crafting? No, it's the pattern provider. That's right, I needed 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 5. 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna need it. Oh, that's good. The quartz cutting knife just cut out. Chuck it into there. That'll cook up. Give us exactly what we need. Let's grab out. No. Let's grab that out. Chuck that in, because we're probably going to need it anyway. Basic processes. Alright. So 6, 7, 8. There's the 8 of those that we need. Are we good now? No. Storage cells. Okay, so we're going to need 4 of these again. Oh dear. Then we're going to need another quartz cutting knife. It's not a big deal. So that's the whole point of getting this set up, is that we can automate pretty much all of this. It makes life so much easier. Alright, so like I said, that's going to be where the assembler is. So if I put the what is this here for? I think that's where I was going to put that stuff over here, but I decided it's better over there. So I'm just going to put the patterning coder there. Chuck the blank patterns in there. And we should be good to go now. Alright. 4 storage cells. Okay, we should be good now with the 4 of these that we need. There we go. Alright, so you have to lay this out in a very certain way. Now I've made so many of these, I don't even need to look at the wiki anymore. So we're going to need to do, your base layer is basically all these walls, but the middle 4 needs to be heat vents. And then we build 2 high pillars in the corners. Fill in the heat vents. Then in here, what we want to do is put all of our stuff. So I put 2 crafting CPUs there, 2 pattern encoders, and 2 CPUs, 2 pattern providers, sorry, not encoders. And then up the top, we want to have basically, just like the bottom, the walls all the way around and the heat vents up the top. Then that will form, light up, and we have our molecular assembler chamber with 4 pages of patterns, which is enough for now. I think we can actually make this bigger, but not sure. Alright, so then we just need to basically connect it up by a cable. And it should basically be good to go. But yeah, just be warned, this does suck out power from your system, so be prepared for that. If you don't have the good amount of power resources required, it's going to drain a lot. So what are we using now? 472 RF a tick, which is nothing. Our system can handle it. As you can see, we've got the 4 crafting CPUs, 4 pattern providers, 24 heat vents, and 32 assembler containment walls, and apparently 502 cables. So yeah, that's a lot of cables. Alright, let's eat some lovely cooked bacon. That's one thing I want to look at as well. Just get a baconator, I think it's called. There we go, light blue mob ingot. Ah, we have to get a squid. Ah, so we're going to have to get the squid farm up soon. I have to actually figure out how to do that. I think it's just water at a certain level. I think. I'll have to look it up for next episode. I'll probably do that. But now we can have the fun stuff. We can start to automate things. Now, one of the first things that I want to do is probably to automate the creation of force. So all we need to do is come over to this thing. And what's great about this thing is it actually uses NEI. So we can simply shift left click on this question mark and it fills it in. This is basically the recipe that the system is going to make. This is the output. We click in code and as we can see, it crafts 8 force gem with 8 force essence. So we pop that in there, and if we come over here, we type in force. If we take all this out, well, actually, yeah, if we take all of the force gems out, you'll see there's a lovely little craft option. So we can say, give me 10. What's that going to do is it's going to use this force essence, if I put it back in, and create 16 force gems, because it creates 8 at a time. It can't physically make 10. It's not just going to bin the rest of it. You can also change this view here to craftable if you want to just specifically see the craftable items. So yeah, that's a part of it. Then we want to tell the system how to make force ingots. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to find the uses of this and use silver. No, I need to find the recipe of that, sorry, not the uses. Silver. In code. Now I believe this follows normal sort of, what's it called? I've already got an encoded pattern. Yeah, I remember making one. Yeah, I already had one. Yeah. Oh well. But let's have a look at forcing it. I think, like I said, I'm trying to say, I think it follows OR dictionary. So if we say get 3 of those, is that going to work? I don't think so. I don't think it actually does follow. Or we have no silver. How do we not have any silver? I am confused at why we do not have silver. I could swear we should have tons of it from Ex Nihilo. What's that? That's tin. No, I guess we have no silver. How very, very odd that there is no silver. But that's alright. I can create a little bit of silver here. Enough to at least try it out, make sure it works. But another thing that we probably do want is basically we need a... Where is it? I need something which can tell us the process of the crafting things and allow us to actually cancel things. Not a crafting terminal, crafting monitor. So we're just going to need one of these lovely little things. Cook that up. We've got silver there. As soon as we put that in, is that going to make the force ingots? No. Alright, so, well, the silver essence that we get from this, the silver ore, is going to come out differently. What mod does it actually come out as? I don't actually know. Well, let's get it processing anyway. So we can kind of see and do it properly. Because apparently it doesn't follow Ore Dictionary. Or at least not Ex Nihilo's. Alright, so let's grab these silver powder. Chuck them in. What does it come out as? Ah, it comes out as Ex Nihilo mods. Okay. That's alright then. So we can come here. We can left click to remove an item from here. It doesn't actually take it up. So if we do that, can I remove this somehow? Aha. Shift right click with it in your hand, turns it into a blank pattern. So we can do this correctly this time. And I'm going to chuck my 4 shears in there, which is basically telling us 2 force ingots equals 4 shears. So basically what the system will do is, if we say want 4 shears, it's going to say we need 2 force ingots. If we don't have any, it's going to come over here and say, well, I get 3 force ingots from 1 force gem and 2 silver. Well, there's no force gems in the system. Well, I can make that. Is there force essence? If there is, it's going to make it, come here and make it. So that is the wonder of applied energistics. Oh yeah, I love it. That should be done now. Where was it? The crafting monitor. There we go. I think I'm going to get rid of the IO port, because that's not something that I'm going to need very often. So I can just put it in when I need it. So what this is going to do is it's basically going to tell us what's currently crafting. Crafting? What's currently crafting? So we can simply left shift and click the item to cancel it. So now that we have that, we can probably actually make force gems now. Force ingots. So let's create 3 more, and that should have 11 in the system. So yeah, that works now. Cool. So what we can do is, this is the good bit, is we can come over to this thing and we can tell it. Apparently we can't. 4 shears. I don't know if that's going to be smart enough to actually craft them. Look at that. As soon as I take out 4 shears, it's going to craft a new one and put it in. So they're always going to be filled with 4 shears. So that is completely automated now. That is good. That is just part of the fun of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of patterns. Like seriously, for everything. Wood into planks, planks into sticks, crafting tables, absolutely everything you can ever imagine is going to be in this lovely thing here. And then we're going to go. And we'll come back next episode. And we're going to continue on. We're going to get squids. Let's have a look. Next episode will definitely... might be a good idea to go back to the Nether. Let me check on how these are going. Making sure not to die a million times like I did last time. He's glitching through the pipe, but he'll make his way through the pipe in a minute. Yeah, it's all still doing their stuff. The clouds seem to be stopping them from dying, so that's a good thing, I suppose. Is this running? Yep. Bye-bye. Alright, so that is pretty good. I mean, the only issue is the fact that I need to be here when they actually do stuff. So, that is the only problem. You know, I think I built it a little bit too far away. But that's alright. With me being down here, it should, I hope, be running quite often. But not sure. But anyway, let's go back up to the challenges. Like I said, I'd like to get a squid farm. Next episode. An ink farm, as it's called. A house and a trophy room might be good. Make a slime farm. Well, we could make an automated one. Using the exact same principle we did with the zombie pigment farm. We just need to capture a few. I'd have to find slime chunks in that for that, but that's fine. We'll see how that goes. Next episode we can definitely do the 64K storage drive automation. That's pretty much it. Yeah. We could move we could start getting fluid drives and storing all this lava into fluid drives. We could do that, but not sure if that is something that I really want to do, because these lovely little tanks do their job quite well. Although they do add a little bit of lag, so maybe that might be a good thing. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So next episode we're going to start tackling the ink farm, building a house and trophy room, probably maybe not a slime farm, but get a few of these auto-crafting things out the way, and look if we can start increasing cobble production to 10,000 a second. That's going to be a bit insane, but of course, let's make... Oops, I did do that wrong. Let's make a good old lucky block. Yoink. Oh, what's this? Is this quartz stuff? Iron stuff. Well, that's that. We got some iron tools. Not that that really is any good to us at all. How much essence are we on? Oh, yeah, look at all that diamond essence. 10 diamonds. Woohoo. 3 diamonds. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.